soulmates. Happy Valentine's, my favorite holiday. I'm all about love and figuring out how to act and attract what you want in your life. So I hope you guys are celebrating Valentine's. I think love is the highest energy of the universe, and it is has the highest attraction. So that's something that I think we all need to celebrate on this special Valentine's Day. So welcome to the Soulful Creator channel. This is where I help people on their spiritual journey. I'm here to help guide you through these troubled times and help you reconnect with your soul, because your soul is really going to be your best guide. So I'm going to be tapping into the collective soul of Gemini to get a collective message. And I hope that you stay with me to the end, because I'm going to be revealing one of the steps in the soulful journey and how your message, Gemini, relates to that and where you're getting stuck on your journey. So let's begin. Now, before I started this reading, I had meditated on your energy, Gemini, and I had the image of, now I'm forgetting, hold on, what was it? It was a jump rope. I saw a jump rope, and I saw you standing. Do you remember when you used to have, two jump ropes, and you'd have one going this way and the other one going this way, and somehow you have to know exactly when to jump in. And I'm getting that you're standing in front of that jump rope and you're just not quite sure about whether you should jump into this or not. So let's take a look at, these are your energies. This has to do with your emotions, your mind. This is where you are with your spiritual journey, and then this is the physical. So this is fire, air, water, earth, emotions, thoughts and beliefs, where you are with the energy of love, whether you're fighting or flowing against the universe. And then this one is your behavior and your actions and what you're actually creating and attracting in your life. Now we're going to do the same thing for your partner, Gemini. Jump rope. That's kind of funny. I haven't had a jump rope. I don't think I'm 53, so, it's been a while. Well, that's interesting. Your person's bringing out the energy of the Fool. We're going to take a look at that. But that's talking about a leap of faith, so how funny is that? All right, let's take a look. What else do we need to know? How about the thoughts and beliefs, belief programs? Tell us about Gemini's person. Gemini's person. Woo, that flew. Okay. Tell us about Gemini and their soul, their spiritual journey, their soul. What kind of message do we need to know from Gemini's soul, Gemini's partner's soul? We're talking about Gemini's soulmate. What do we need to know about where they are on their spiritual journey? Are they fighting or flowing? Tell us about Gemini's partner, please, and their soul. What do we need to know? Tell us about the energy of Gemini's partner. For some reason, when I was getting the image of the jump rope, I heard the name George. So if that means anything to anyone, and I just saw an image of a ladybug. So I'm not sure what that's about, but maybe someone is, been in a shell and coming out to trying to spread their wings and fly is kind of something that I'm getting with your partner. That means something to someone. Okay, let's take a look at the energy. So this is you, this is your person, Gemini. And now let's take a look at the energy between you two, the energy of the relationship. Show us the energy of this relationship, please. Holy angels, spirits, and guides. What is the energy between Gemini and their partner? Or Gemini and their person? Holy angels, spirits, and guides, thank you very much. And what is the challenge around this? Thank you very much. And let's take a look at what is the advice that we have for this relationship. What kind of advice do you have for us, holy angels, spirits, and guides? What kind of advice can we give Gemini and their person? Ooh, that was a lot. Let's take a look at take a look at these. Let's go ahead and turn all of them over. Okay, and then we're going to ask about the outcome. What is the outcome between Gemini and Gemini's person? Please show us the outcome. Our angel spirits and guides, what is the outcome? There we go. Okay. All right, Gemini. Let's take a look at you. All right, so you're starting out with the emotions of the Ace of Cups. So aces are all about new beginnings, a new opportunity, a new potential, a new idea. And this has to do with your energy right now. So I would say that you're having some new excitement, some new love. You're in the energy of it. This has to do with emotions. So your emotions are feeling the energy of you know, Ace of Cups is about friendship. So we've got a really good friendship going here, but I would say you're really excited about what's going on. In the position of air, which has to do with your mental, this is emotional, this is energetic, mental, spiritual, physical. So we're looking at the energy of air, which has to do with mental, and what we have is the King of Pentacles. So you're in this energy of wanting to take the lead in this relationship. And, you know, this is my entrepreneur card. So being really creative and skilled, knowing how to build the structure, knowing what action needs to be taken. It's a slow energy of, let's just take it one step at a time. And I think, you know, it looks like it's the beginning of this relationship. Your soul had the Lover's card in reverse. So it looks to me like you're in the process of coming together of, you know, Lovers is all about, you know, obviously love, unity, relationship. It doesn't look like you're quite in a, you know, an intimate relationship yet. Like maybe it's in the early stages of friendship and you're just taking it slow and one step at a time. And then in your actions, in your behavior, you have the Emperor. Now you might be dealing with an Aries because this is the Aries card. The Emperor is kind of the card of the father figure, the authority, the order. It's having order, it's looking at the details, it's building the structure, it's knowing what action to take to create stability. You know, he sits on his throne and he knows how to manage his kingdom. So, but this was in the reverse. So I don't normally like to put a lot of time into reversals, but I would say that because it was in the reverse, maybe there's been a bit of a lack of maybe self-control, or meaning, you know, sometimes we don't necessarily control our actions, or we're not creating consciously. And so I think with this card being in the reverse, maybe you haven't really been paying much attention to the energy that you're embodying. That's what I'm getting about this. I think, you know, I think you want to be the leader. I think you know how to be the leader in this relationship. I think you're able to see what steps need to happen to build this relationship, to create the structure for this relationship. But maybe you just haven't stepped into that self-mastery yet of being disciplined enough to actually take the action and do what you need to do with this relationship. Let's take a look at your person now. So Gemini, your person is coming up with the energy of the Fool. The Fool is someone that's fearless and free. It shows that you're in a new beginning. They're willing to take a leap of faith in this relationship. Sometimes when the Fool is in reverse, it can mean that your person may believe that this relationship with you might look like it's too good to be true. But you know, they're definitely embodying that energy there of wanting to just, and which is funny because the jump rope thing, they're wanting to just jump in, and they're kind of fearless, and they're willing to do that, and they're willing to be spontaneous. But I think they're also a little unsure about whether or not they're kind of looking at this like there's like this is just too, you're just too, you got too much together. You know, you've got your emperor energy over here, even though you may not have been taking action quite yet. You have all that it takes to be that entrepreneur or that leader, and you know exactly how to create this relationship, but it just looks like it's in the beginning stages still. So so as far as where they are mentally, I can see that they're in a really good positive place. This card is about, you know, having lasting abundance. So the 10 of Pentacles is one of the greatest cards that you can get in. You know, that's the energy of a manifestation, and saying that, you know, that they're in a really good place financially. They have a great career. They are good at manifesting and creating themselves. But they have been in, spiritually speaking, on their journey, they've been stuck. They are in a place of, the universe is basically, you know, destiny has put them on hold. They're hanging upside down. They're in the Hanged Man, which means that they're kind of being forced to pause and to take a new look at this relationship and get a new perspective, and to learn to kind of go with the flow. So they're having a little bit of a self-reflection moment. And they may also have something where they might need to let go of something. Where they're being forced to let go of something. So I'm not sure what that's about. We might be able to clarify that in a minute. As far as the energy that they're embodying, even though they have a lot of money, they've got a great career, they're a good manifester, they are still really controlling. And they're definitely kind of in the energy of being a little bit selfish and not wanting to share. There's probably reasons for them of being hurt in the past or whatever, as to why they're holding on, and they're, you know, what's mine is mine and will never be yours, kind of is this energy of this guy holding on to his money, right? So they're just not quite in the energy where they're wanting to give, and they're wanting to kind of control how this relationship unfolds, which is why the universe is putting them on pause and why they're stuck in their spiritual journey with you. So, all right, so that tells us a little bit about your person, Gemini. Let's take a look at the energies influencing this relationship. So it looks like, you know, it's taking a lot of, it looks like you're having to be patient with this person. You're having to take things really slow, probably because of what they've been through in the past. It's, you know, this person may have some real, there may be some problems in the way that your person views this relationship, that maybe they're struggling to have the courage to open up again and let love in, and to not react and, you know, into their old patterns. You know, this, she's taming the lion, but this was in reverse. And so, you know, the lion card is, by the way, it could be a Leo, because this is the Leo card. But you know, it's taking a lot of strength from both of you, because you're moving so slow and having to be so patient. But also, you know, victory and success is destined in this relationship, because both of you have, you know, the willpower to keep moving forward, and you will have victory. So even though it seems like it's not going very fast, you're also, this card came out with the Strength card, saying, you know, it's going to take some time to create balance in this relationship, and but you absolutely have what it takes to create balance. And you can, you know, the Chariot card is all about overcoming the battle, you know, winning the battle, having success, having victory. And so the work, I would say that the patience and the work that you're putting into it is definitely going to be worth it. Let's take a look at the advice. So we've got the Three of Cups, we have the Five of Pentacles, and we have the Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups is in reverse, which, you know, generally this is someone who's wanting to give up, but it was in the reverse. So I think both of you are wanting to, even though it's been slow, you're wanting to, you know, you're both being patient and taking your time, and you're not, you know, because it's in the reverse, it's the opposite meaning. So you're not giving up is what that's saying. And then, you know, this is really talking about coming together, and, you know, this is kind of your friendship card. Let's celebrate. And it's also came with the Five of Pentacles, which is about getting through the hard times or overcoming rejection. And so, you know, feeling like an outsider. And so I'm thinking that the advice is that, yeah, you maybe your person has, you know, been through some hard times, has felt like, you know, could have maybe even felt like the third party, because the Three of Cups can sometimes indicate a third party, or maybe there was a third party at one point, and they felt rejected about that, and they're trying to overcome that, and they're saying, I'm not going to give up. So that's what the advice is. And then the outcome is the energy of the High Priestess, but it was in the reverse. And so the outcome is to really listen to your soul, and the High Priestess card is the soul card. And so, you know, this channel is all about reuniting with your soul, because your soul is going to be the best guide for you. Your soul is your highest self. And so the High Priestess is the energy of being, you know, a spiritual mentor and listening to your intuition and, you know, listening really. So I think the outcome is to allow your soul to just kind of let things unfold and reveal the mystery in this relationship. Okay, let's take a soul's journey card for you. Show me the energy between this relationship. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. It's about overcoming adversity. So there may have been some hard times. And that's maybe why this relationship is moving so slow. Okay, that looks like that's our message. Let's see if there is anything from the romance angels. Any messages from the romance angels for our beautiful Geminis and their partner. Oop, there we go. Oh, past life relationship. You have known each other before. So that's interesting. Let's see if there is any hidden truths that we need to know about. Are there any hidden truths that Gemini needs to know about in this relationship? What do we need to know that we're not seeing? Holy angels, spirits, and guides. Ooh, that was a lot. That was a lot. Let's keep going. Keep trying. Okay. I remember every detail of that day, and I replay our conversation over and over. So obviously this relationship has been through some hard times, but listen to your gut, listen to your soul, because your soul is telling you that this is a past life relationship. You know, neither one of you are giving up. Okay, let's see if there's anything that we need to let go of in this relationship. What do we need to surrender? What needs to be surrendered in this relationship for this relationship to succeed? What do my beautiful Geminis need to know about surrendering? What do they need to let go of in order to embody their highest self? Surrender to trust. Of course, trust. So this says, trust yourself and your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what you do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. We often struggle to trust the soul's journey and what we call the soulful journey. We think that we know as humans what's better for us, but we often, you know, as I explained, we are a human being, we're a spiritual being. The human body and the physical experience is for the soul to come through and be used, and for the soul to use as a vessel so that we can learn. And, you know, what you're learning about is overcoming adversity and learning to trust. And so trusting the soulful journey, trusting that, you know, the fact that this is kind of in the new opportunity stage where we're taking a leap, you know, where your person is kind of taking a leap of faith on you. You know, they're in that Fool energy. They're taking that leap of faith. They're ready to jump off that cliff, but they're a little bit like unsure. Is this real? Is it too good to be true? You know, but they're willing to take, and they're trying to decide, actually, because this was in reverse. They're kind of decide if they want to jump in, if they want to jump into that. You know, we said the jump ropes was kind of the message. Are they wanting to jump in? So, you know, you have all the tools that it takes to make this a success, especially if you can surrender to your soul's journey and trust your soul, right? Because High Priestess is your soul. It's your highest self. You know, that's the highest self card. That's the outcome. That's the answer. So when it comes to trusting, realizing trust doesn't have to do with, you know, there's always going to be chaos out in the world. There's always going to be something we can't control in the world. In the human world of physicality, you know, there's always going to be planes that take down the Twin Towers, or COVID, or some pandemic, something that's horrible and awful. And so, you know, trust isn't about trusting that the world is okay, because there's always going to be the dark parts of life and the shadows of life. But the trust has to do with inside here. If I love myself and if I let my soul embody the energy of love, if I can embody the energy of love, then my soul is living in the energy of love, and that's its home. So if I can be a loving vessel, then I can trust that my soul's going to take care of me, and I can trust me to take care of me, right? So I can trust Jill to take care of, you know, how am I doing at taking care of my soul? And, you know, I can trust me to take care of me. And it's not really about me controlling anything on the outside or anything about you. So trusting yourself is where it is, and trusting your soul. And so how this ties in to trust, how trust ties into the soulful journey is really the step of ascension. So there's 4 steps on the soulful journey. And, you know, Todd and I have been working, I've been on this journey, what I call my soulful journey, for 10 years now. Really diving into the elements of creation, fire, air, water, earth. You know, I wrote a couple of books about how to embody the energy of love, because love is the highest energy of abundance and attraction. And I was looking to create my best life. And so I wanted to know about creation, and the elements of creation were fire, air, water, earth. And those were the same suits of the tarot. So the tarot is a great guide for us to how to align with creation. And but when it comes to surrender and adversity, it's really the ascension process, because the ascension has to do with, you know, there's 2 circles here. There's the bottom circle of being a human being, and there's the top circle being a spiritual being. And if we fold these over, we have one circle. We're one, but we're human, and on the other side, we're spiritual, right? And so there's this flow of soul, the spiritual coming into the physical, and the physical then giving back to the spiritual. So we have our soul and the human part of ourself, and it's keeping this flow open and trusting, and not blocking or interfering with the flow of the spiritual journey. This is the journey of ascension. And the journey of ascension is all about the fact that, you know, there is going to be adversity. There is going to be pain. There is going to be, you know, times when we struggle to trust because we've been hurt in the past. But it's all about remembering that we can reconnect, you know, we can reconnect with our soul, and then we can trust, because we can trust ourselves, because we love ourselves, and we're going to make decisions that are in our best interest of our highest self and the best interest of the greatest good. So trust is really about you. And I think, you know, if you're wanting to know more about the 4 steps of the soulful journey, you can check out some of the videos on our channel here. And then the last thing is, I guess I just want to say happy Valentine's. And I think, you know, the title that I will give this video is, you know, you have to trust yourself in order to take that leap of faith, or just jump in. You know, I think I'll call this, you know, just jump. That's kind of take the leap of faith. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this reading, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.